One two one two. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Can y'all hear me out there? Can y'all hear me out there? Let me know that y'all can hear me out there. Know me and this audio like to play games with me sometimes. So let me know that y'all can hear me out there. Damn, y'all be slow to react like a mole sometimes. Can y'all hear me out there? Can y'all hear me out there? Can you hear me? Let's say yes or no. If you can hear me, cool. All right, cool. Thank you. Heartbeat of 305 Miami. So, shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Shout out to everybody who's going to come tune in on the replay. Shout out to everybody who's on the live right now. I'm Doggie Diamonds. This is the Keep It 1000 show. Doggie Diamonds No Filter is the podcast. The Keep It 1000 show is the live show on YouTube. So, I had to cover this topic really quick because I ain't go live in a few days, and sometimes I don't go live because I be sitting back watching people play theyself. And you ain't always gotta be in the mix. You don't always gotta to jump in that pool of filth. Sometimes you just sit back and just chill out, and you watch people play theyself. And you just calm down. You don't always gotta be in the mix. And you work on other ventures, you work on projects, you work on different things. So that's what I was doing. So I felt kind of bad. Even though I did some behind the scene interviews I have to upload. But I didn't go live in a few days. And something was bugging me today. Because I was thinking about money. We all want money. And, many people on YouTube take donations. I do for one. Many people um um many people have merchandise. I have merchandise. So I get it. We need bread. We need money. We need money to survive. We need money to sustain. We need money to, you know, um, accomplish certain things. But what I'm realizing is that the money that many people are getting, it don't even really mean shit because all you got is money. You have no power. You can't do anything. You can't even enjoy your money because by the time you get ready to enjoy your money, here they come. They coming to take it. And see, when you look at these individuals who so-called get money and got money, look what they do with the money. Look what they do. They go buy cars, they go buy jewelry, they go buy home, and they don't own none of that shit. See, that's the thing that's bugged out. I'm like, yo, you got bread and you own nothing. You own absolutely nothing. So you're getting all this money and you don't even own shit. And when they come for you, you don't have anything to show for the money that you have because you have no power. Now, let me explain to you. See, these dudes think getting money, right? They think they got money, they got power. You know what power is to them? Power is I get the sneakers before they come out. I get the sneakers first. Power is if somebody fuck with me, I'm going to get them hurt. That's what power is to them. See how shallow it is? Because they give people like that money because people like that, they don't want no real power. They not trying to make no difference. They not trying to help. They not trying to better shit. They just want to do straight up and down, ignorant, ghetto, urban shit. That's why dudes are just talking about you rich. We rich. We doing rich shit. Being on, champagne and clubs with chains on and bottles and liquor. That's rich shit. That's power. Power to them is that they didn't have to wait in line to get in the club. That's what power is to them. And the funniest shit is that they can't even do shit. They can't listen. They have no political power. Let me explain something to you, right? I got homeboys who's on parole. And me not having money, because according to certain people's standards, I'm broke. But I'd rather be broke than broke in. Because some of these dudes got money and they're broke in. And that's a double entendre because they got broke in and now they're broke in. So I'd rather be broke than to get broke in and end up broke in. So the funny shit is they talk about this money, this rich shit and all that. And I got homies on parole. And my thing is, even with me so-called not having money and being broke in the minds of people, I still use the little power that I have to speak to somebody's parole officer and try to get them off parole, try to get their curfew lifted, or try to get them in a position where them people ain't on their back. See, that's political power. That has nothing to do with money. I can't buy nobody with that. It's just having knowledge, being able to articulate and speak. And that's why they giving people money who just gonna give it right back. They not making sure people getting money that's going to make a difference. They giving dumb motherfuckers money. You look at them. I like to see people get money. I like that shit. I like to see people prosper. I like to see people be able to take care of their families and do shit. But look at that shit. And when I think about it, people could get fucking mad at me for saying this. And I don't even really give a fuck because it's the truth. When you look at a situation like 50 Cent, right? He had got so-called all his money from Vitamin Water, 400 million. That's what was reported, right? He got 400 million. He's on, he has $400 million. He's on Interscope. And he's on Forbes. And then when he tried to negotiate for more money for G-Unit, according to him, for Yayo and Banks, Jimmy Iovine was like, get the fuck out of here. And then it was over for G-Unit on Interscope. So what's killing me is that where's your power at? You see, you got all that bread. But where's the power at? The power is in you. So how you got all that money and it don't even matter? You ain't even got no power up in a corporate building. And the shit ain't been the same since, if you want to keep it real. Shit ain't been the same since for them. If you can't take your money that you got and obtain power because you got money, then what is it all worth? If you can't go and say, yo, we need some of these guys free. We need, there's people that was wrongly incarcerated. There's people that don't have money for attorneys. So they're getting railroaded in the system. The legal, first of all, the legal aid society and the DAs and the judges, they all down together. They all work for the fucking city. So how's the legal aid defending you against their homie? Because sometimes most legal aids was once DAs, or some DAs was once legal aids. So it was all the same shit. So how is it that you not going in these political realms with all this money and doing voter registrations doing things to help your community, because that shit is powerful. You just got a bunch of money. And this shit don't mean shit until you having money, and power is, I can buy a Bentley truck. I'm going to be the first one with a Bentley truck. Or power to you is, when this comes out, I get the call first. They call me first. I get it first. That's what power is to them. Power is not making a difference politically, mentally, spiritually with people. That's power. Power is in words. When you can say, yo, XYZ, because I do what I do. And again, according to society, according to many people, I'm broke. Niggas is broke. That's niggas' favorite thing. Niggas is broke. Niggas don't got no money. Niggas is broke. But it's kids out here killing each other and dying. Chasing the money that you getting. And you're not even taking the money you getting and obtaining power to save lives and help people. You just keeping the bullshit going and you being rewarded and paid to do that shit. Telling young dudes, you don't got this watch, so you ain't shit. You don't got these sneakers, so you ain't shit. If somebody is 11 years old and they listening to your music, so that just means they shouldn't be listening to your music. Okay. Because you might be of a certain age. So what happens when they give these little dudes, 20-year-old, 22-year-olds, and 18-year-olds, these millions of dollars, and they doing dumb, retarded shit with their money, and they got the youth, a 17-year-old, listening to them because that's their peer group, and they're telling the 17-year-old, you ain't fucking bitches every night, so you ain't shit. How the fuck are they supposed to? How are they supposed to digest that? And I'm not choosing my words. I'm just thinking, as I always do, but this to me is just really, really, this shit is, I be looking at these dudes and all everybody do is talk about getting to the bag, getting money. A person who works a 9 to 5 every day is getting to the bag, getting money. Getting to the bag, getting to the money, taking care of their family. That's power. Power is the grandmother who didn't have no money, that fed 8 kids in the house, their grandchildren and their children, their children's children. That's power. With no money. With no money. Learning how to make food stretch. And feed everybody, feed communities. That's power. So how you got money? These dudes talking about they got money, they got this, they got that. But you don't have no power. You can't change shit. You don't change nothing. You just going right along with whatever's going on. As long as you get your money, you good. And then you bragging about having money. And then when the cops fuck with you and you do all this shit, then you want the people to support you and get behind you and say, look, they doing this to me. Look, they doing that to me. Help me. Nah, we the same people that you shitted on. We the same people that you was calling broke. Because the power is in the people. The power is in the people. It ain't in the money. Bill Cosby was broke? Was Bill Cosby broke? No. Where Bill Cosby at? I seen the other day, I was watching the news and Harvey Weinstein got one of his charges dropped. I was like, yo, he mess around and get all this shit dropped. Because he got power. He got money, but he got power. That's why he's still out. Let's pay attention to that case. Let's see how that case ends. Let's see what the end result of that is. He's a very, very, very powerful person. And say what you want about him, his race, his religion, his heritage, or whatever. That's the point that I'm making, is that many of us think because we got money, we got power. We don't have no power. We don't have no power. And the little bit of power that we think we got is nigga shit. I get the sneakers first. I get the bread first. Yeah, when the new Yeezys come out, I get them first. I had the first car off the lot. They don't even make these. I got a 101 watch. That's what power is to them, because they equate power and money. And I'm telling you, some powerful people, you don't even know how much money they got, but you know they got power. You know they got power. You know they'll make some shit go away, because they use their money to finagle it into power. But many of us don't even have no fucking power. They just give us money, and it don't mean nothing. Because if it meant something and you could do something with the money you got, then you'll be powerful. Muhammad Ali, right? Muhammad Ali was broke, right? According to the standards of what money was. Joe Frazier actually gave him money. But look how much power Muhammad Ali had and didn't have money. He was out of boxing for years. And just because he was real and he was a freedom fighter and he fought for righteousness and freedom, justice, and equality, he became powerful. And he had power, and he was able to get money later on. He was able to travel the world. But was broke according to the standards of society. But he didn't have the so-called money. But what did he have? He had the people. He had the people. He became what? The people's champ. He spoke for the people. He talked to the people. So now, what's happening is that we watching people be rewarded who don't do shit for people, who don't talk for people. Because, see, this whole podcast thing, this whole YouTube thing is just bigger than just us getting up here every day and talking about fucking hip hop and Kanye and the MAGA hat and all that. This shit is bigger than that. Because that's what they want us to just talk about. That's where they want to keep us at. They don't want us to talk about no real shit. We talk about real shit. They not monetizing the video. You can't do nothing with that. You just a talking head. But when you up here, you acting a fool, you drinking, you smoking, you talking stupid shit, you gonna get rewarded for that. But the minute you start talking something that might enlighten people, might waken people up, and we have our fun. We bug out sometimes. Sometimes we laugh and we joke, and it's cool. But it's a time and a place for everything, and it ain't that time and that place every day. It ain't that time and that place every day, and it just became a motherfucking shit show and just like a big joke. To where these people are getting rewarded, getting put in big buildings as a representation of you, and they don't represent you in no way. The average working man and woman, they don't represent you in no way. How do they represent you? They don't represent you in no way. But that's the people who's put out there. So to the masses, you think they got power. You think that they're a gatekeeper. You think, I had somebody tell me, I know if he listened back, I'm not disrespecting him because we're actually he's actually my a friend of mine. But he was like, "Yo, you know such and such." I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yo, stay close to him. Yo, he's one of the gatekeepers." And I was like, "Gatekeeper to what?" Well, because the gate that he's keeping, I'm not trying to go in that gate. Because there's a lot of shit with that gate. I'm not trying to go in that gate. Because I'm not trying to go be one of them. Just to say I'm one of them. And I got money. But I don't have no power. I can't change nobody's life for the better, because you could change people's life without a dollar, without a dime. It don't take money to change people's life. And power is your wisdom. Power is your knowledge. And hopefully they get understanding from what you're giving them. But that's on them. But you giving them something. What's they say? You could feed a man and he'll eat for a day. If you teach him how to fish, he'll eat forever. So the lesson was better than actually giving him something. If people ain't giving you nothing mentally, no food for thought, I'm not, see, because at the end of it all, right, you got these dudes who's acting like they're for you. But how you gonna be for me if you operating and working with these devils? Get the fuck out of here. You ain't for me. You playing a game. You playing a game. And people are here to be had. And we so broken that we take anything that look like is righteous and is just, and we just gravitate towards them. See, yeah, that's right. That's right. Look at them. And look what happened. Look what happens. Watch. When y'all listen, when y'all learn certain shit about certain people, you gonna be like, oh shit, see, because I know. I know. You know what I'm saying? I know. Hold on, let me get somebody up out of here, because people be talking crazy shit. Yeah, some people, you know, again, I've been talking about mental illness. Been talking about that. Been talking about that. I don't smoke or drink. And I've been talking about mental health with y'all. Now it's going to be a fad to talk about it. It's going to be a fad to talk about it now. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a fad to talk about it. Some people are genuine and some people are sincere. So I'm not going to act like some people aren't, because some people really do suffer and some people really are afflicted by things. So I get that. But if y'all going to continue to be fooled, you can only fool a fool. You can only fool a fool. Because you can't fool nobody who got intelligence. So now we just in a situation where, look what's happening. Everything that we do, everything that we see is a fucking distraction from what we need to be doing. You need to be taking care of yourself, taking care of your family. Now all of us are chasing riches and fame. That's why the picture's up there. Everybody's chasing riches and fame, but you don't got no power. You have no power. You can't make shit happen nowhere. You're not going to these school talking to these children. You're not going to talking to these children. Cause why would you go to school to talk to children if all they want to do is fucking rap or be on Love and Hip Hop or a video vixen or a stripper? What, they don't need to go to school for that. So how many people going to school and empowering children? How many of these rich motherfuckers got youth groups? How you don't work with the youth? I don't mean taking them all to Great Adventure, cause that ain't shit. That ain't shit. Or buying them all sneakers. That ain't shit. That's money shit. Power and money, real currency is information. Information is the biggest currency that you can have. Knowledge is your currency. It's a lot of responsibility with power. Shout out to Cormega. He told me that one day. I had a big conversation with Cormega about something that I was going through. And he said to me, yo, there's a lot of responsibility that come with power. I never heard that before. And then when I look back, somebody else said that to me that didn't know Cormega, but I was like, oh, that shit is real. He says a lot of responsibility that come with power. Now, if these dudes were powerful, look how irresponsible they are. Look at how these little idiots keep going to jail. They just keep going to jail. They give them all this money and they can't even stay out of jail. They going to jail for stupid shit. And then everybody yelling freedom. You know what I'm saying? Talking about free him, free such and such. And all he do is drink lean, make stupid music, and buy jewelry and do dumb shit. He don't do nothing. He don't have no music programs. He don't use none of the money and the power that he act like he have to help people. That's what all this shit is about. That's what all this shit is about. And the funniest shit is just like I'm telling y'all pay attention. Because you are being given representation of people that don't represent you. But you're being given representation of people that don't represent you. And then there's people who you think that represent you because of where they once lived and how they once was, but they're no longer in that mind state. They've been compromised. They don't represent you. They not of you. They not for you. They just want to get that bag. And the minute they get that bag, they start talking that rich shit. They've been compromised, but you so in love with them and they made you love them, right? You don't even realize that they don't give a fuck about you, because that's why they give you nothing. Why do you love the devil? Why do you love the devil? You looking at this dude and that dude say, yo, he a real nigga. He did. Well, what make him real? What make him real? What he used to rap about? What make him real? What makes him real? And that's the shit with y'all. Oh, he shot somebody before, so he real. Oh, he knocked people out, so he real. He don't take no shit, so he real. That's a real nigga right there. But think about that. Real nigga's an oxymoron. Because if you a nigga, ain't nothing real about you. And we all use the word. But when you really think about it, real niggas are oxymoron. And all these motherfuckers got, listen, they got so much money and they getting so much money that they poor and broke in spirit. Trust me. And all they could say is, but I'm getting money though. How you getting money, right? Listen, it's the deepest shit. How you get money and you got money, right? In the community that you claim, the community that raised you, made you, you won't even build a community center from where you from. They'll do the shit in your name. Because you're supposed to have the power to go down to city council and say, yo, look, I'm from this area. I'm from here. I want to do something for the children. I want to build a community center. I want to put some programs out here. I got the money. I don't need y'all money. And they're going to be like, oh, well, okay. Or start an organization that can do it. You got dudes who claims areas who ain't do shit in the area. But they'll go there and, take the kids on trips or give them free turkeys and shit like that. Still ain't give them no information. Power is when you can make them calls and make shit happen. For real. And change lives. Power is not making a phone call to get somebody hurt. Power is not making a phone call to get somebody's life taken. Power is not making a phone call to get the new sneakers before they come out, to get the new chain that nobody got, to get a watch that nobody got. That's not power. Some of these dudes, these powerful people get locked up, they never even step foot in the courtroom. They never even step foot in the courtroom. I remember one time I was accused of something. Well, the police wanted to question me for something. Let's just say that. And I straight up and down went to a lawyer. But it was a powerful lawyer. And the lawyer contacted police and said, well, if you want to talk to him, talk to me first. They left me alone. But I was like, I had a little bit of money, and I used a little bit of money that I had and aligned myself with somebody that was powerful, which in turn gave me some type of power that they left me the fuck alone. How you got all this money and police still harassing you? How you got money? If the police could harass, if you really a powerful person and you got all this money and you black, how you still facing racism? That mean your money don't mean shit. If you rich according to you and you go somewhere and you face racism, that shit, then your money don't mean shit then. Your money means absolutely nothing. Because if the police stop you and lock you up, then what does your money mean? Because police see certain people and be like, oh, it's you. Let him go. Because he's a powerful person. Because they're powerful people. So a lot of times with us, we keep equating money with power, but we're not aligned in those situations where we could really pull some strings and make some shit happen. Look, Kanye West. I don't agree with a lot of shit Kanye West do. He's making a valiant attempt, even though him going meet with the president. You could look at that many different ways, right? You could look at that many different ways. So I'm gonna sit back and just watch what he's doing, right? Because I don't know what the end game is with him. We just gonna have to wait and see, right? But Jay-Z, Obama said he listens to Young Jeezy. Obama said that shit. Look that shit up. Obama said, I listen to Young Jeezy. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, well, I'm reading. I said, yo, Young Jeezy really talked about selling cocaine most of his career. I mean, in his last album, maybe his last two albums, he got a little political. But damn, the Young Jeezy that I knew always talked about slinging cocaine. How the fuck do the president of the United States talk about he listened to Young Jeezy and supporting that shit and pushing that forward? But not one time did we see Jeezy, Jay-Z, Khaled, Common, or all these individuals that was hobnobbing with the president while Michelle was doing the Doggie and all this shit. Nobody was like Free Mumia. Nobody was like, why is Mutulu Shakur still in jail? Nobody was like, can you pardon Assata Shakur? Nobody was like, the Central Park Five still didn't get they just due for what happened to them. Nobody talked about shit like that. So all you got is money. You don't got no power. You don't got no power. You with the president. But Mumia is still in jail. You with the president. Mutulu's still in jail. You with the president. One day they gonna try to come for Assata. And whether you agree with their politics or not, Assata, Mumia, Mutulu, whether you agree with that or not, because I'm not trying to stir and stare anybody to agree with me and agree with that. But when I look at the whole shit, they was acting like Obama was the end all be all for us. And I'm not saying he isn't or he was, or Trump is bad. I'm not saying none of that, but I'm just saying people was acting like they had the power. Because what he said, I got Obama on speed dial. I could call the president. So that means you powerful, right? You could call the president. But Meek Mill was still in jail for wheeling. But who got Meek Mill out? Who did Meek Mill go to when he got out of jail? Who whisked him out of jail on fucking jets and helicopters and shit? Right. Diane Sawyer. John Forte got fucking pardoned. And what was the name? What was the singer? Carly Simon, I believe her name was. She went hard for John Forte. She went hard. Carly Simon? What y'all know about Carly Simon? She went hard for John Forte. He got caught with coke. Mad coke. He got out of jail. You ain't heard from him. Well, I have an interview with John Forte out there on Forbes DVD channel, so you could go look that up. But at the end of it all, that's power. But all you trying to tell me, all these black rappers, all these black powerful black men who got these corporations, and I'm a boss, and I'm self-made, and all this shit that they say, they can't get no political prisoners out of jail? Some of them that are really unjust, and I'm not talking about free your man that's guilty. I'm talking about people who have been in the hole for 30, 40 years under the harshest conditions. Y'all couldn't get none of them free because you have no fucking power. All you got is money that they gonna take from you one day. You show me any black entertainer that died with their money before they came for them. Point them out. Point them out. Before they started making all types of accusations and coming for them. Point them out. So that shit is crazy, man. So when you looking at these individuals and they saying, I'm rich, I'm getting money. Yo, what's up? We rich. Just remind them that shit don't mean nothing. Because you don't have no power. You have no power. You can't make shit happen. Most you can do is get the sneakers first. Or you was able to get like a fucking Dapper Dan suit at one point. Get your own custom made Dapper Dan suit. You can't do shit. You can't even go in the community that you from, that you rape raw, that you bragged about selling drugs on this block and make nothing happen in this community. Politically. You can't do shit. You have no power. Don't let them brag in your face and tell them how much money they got and how other people are broke. Don't let them do that shit to you, because that's what they doing. You see people, they sign this deal and people really sitting around talking about the next man money. Yo, he just signed such and such for such and such. Yo, I had the young people in my hood like, who you think got more money? This person? I was like, yo, it don't matter who the fuck got more money. They can't do shit. They can't do shit. They can't change nothing. But their lives and the people around them and their yes men, they ain't making no strides to do nothing in society that's gonna help people. I mean, say what you want about LeBron. He got a school open, right? He got a school open. You know what I like to see? I like to see when rich, so-called powerful people do the Make-A-Wish thing and they go to the children that's terminal and they just make them smile. I think that's dope. I think that's real. When you go deal with children. When you got programs for children. Don't show me 700 pairs of sneakers, because it don't mean shit. Show me 700 children that you help graduate from college and they're gonna be engineers and lawyers and doctors. I don't want to hear about you empowering motherfuckers to come into this matrix of entertainment. Like, why everybody want to be in this shit? Is that the only way for us now? All we got is sports or entertainment. Jay-Z said that and Can't Knock the Hustle. But is that really all we have now? That's all we doing is just spawning people to just be in this shit? So you could just be another powerless zombie that they gonna give money to? Shit, you do the right thing, you're gonna get some money. You do the most ignorant shit, you're gonna get some money. It ain't about that. You know what I'm saying? You could get the money. Shit, it's chicks that's on Instagram and all they ever did was shake their ass. You know what I'm saying? That you gonna get some money. That don't mean nothing. And I'm like I said, I'm not gonna disrespect. I'm not gonna talk about yo, fuck money and all that. I asked OC before the line, I'd rather be broke and have a whole lot of respect. If you could, that's on this channel too. You could look it up. My interview with OC, and he kind of defined that. See, one thing about it is that just because you have knowledge or you conscious or whatever, that don't mean you have to take a vow of poverty and you don't need money or want money and you don't want things in life that, that you worked hard for. But when you working to get 60 pairs of sneakers and a boat and shit like that, I mean, that's like some real juvenile little kid shit. You only got 2 feet. You know what I'm saying? You only got 2 feet. What the fuck you need 60 pairs of sneakers before? And you know what's funny? In youth, we all did stupid shit. In youth, we all did shit. I'm just talking about people who act like they know better and they're so intelligent, but they doing dumb shit. Just look at who they putting out to represent you. And they don't represent you. You got people like myself. I do what I do. Sometimes I sit back and I watch people, other people's chat rooms, because I like to see what people are talking about. I watch people live streams. I like to see what people are talking about. I like to see what the audience is feeling. I read the comments sometimes. And I'm watching people in the chats donate to people who didn't even give them no information the whole fucking live stream. You just gave them money. They ain't give you shit. I'm like, holy shit. So all you gotta do is act smart. And people give you money? I'm like, shit, I'm in the wrong business. I'm watching people get donations. And all they doing is shitting on women the whole time. They shitting on black women. They shitting on black men. I'm like, holy shit. I'm in the wrong business. Now, some people have put in that work. They deserve that. I understand independent media. I respect it. I understand it. So I'm not disrespecting anybody. But I'm watching some people, Johnny come latelys, who ain't put in no work. They getting super chat bread. I'm like, here it is, me, independent, content creator. The motherfuckers tell me to go fuck myself. I'm like, yo, but this motherfucker just got $100. But again, why do you love the devil? And the funniest shit is that if you know the answer to that, that shit is deep. Because then you look, right? Then it starts to be a thing of, right? I had this I don't want to talk about his race because I don't think that really matters. He was just an asshole. He was um he was inside of my DMs, right? And he was talking about he was just popping shit to me. And I think he was like some steroid uh uh I don't know what the fuck he was, but he was just talking about like violence with me and shit. This shit made me kind of laugh because first of all, the day that some steroid white dude beat my ass, I just won't even show my face again. But he was just talking greasy to me. And he was saying to me, that's why such and such blew up over you. Because, you know, people like to say shit to me that they think is going to bother me. But this shit make me laugh. Um, that's why such and such blew up over you. Or that's why this person has this and you don't have that. And I'd be like, how the fuck you know what somebody else got? And how you know what I got? But this is where we at. This is where we at. Yo, it's people. Yo, this shit is deep. Yo, and I don't like that terminology, YouTube streets. Let me just state that first and foremost. There is no such thing as the YouTube streets. Fuck that. There is no YouTube streets. Streets is real. In the streets, you get your head bust if you fuck up. There is no YouTube streets. No such thing. In the streets, you get fucked up. You get it twisted, you get fucked up. All that making videos about people, and that's not, there is no YouTube streets. So fuck that saying. Anyway, streets is real. Oh, and what I'm gonna do what I'm about to start doing is I'm about to start doing music reviews. I'm closing out on this note. I'm about to start doing music reviews. A few people I've talked about doing it, and a few people have asked me to do it. They think it would be a good idea for me to do it on music reviews. So I'm about to start, reviewing albums and doing a bunch of shit. And I think that's a missing element in hip hop right now. I think a lot of people are really, really ass kissing and not keeping it real with music and what's happening with these albums. So I know that people are gonna be angry with me, but we gotta keep it real. Some of this shit is corny. Some of this music is corny. And I have an individual in the chat room right now. You seen him post right there. His name is Marley Valley Shakur. He sent me his project to review. And I'm gonna do that. And I'm really, really, really gonna start doing that, talking about people projects, people albums. Because people not keeping it real. A lot of people not keeping it real. A lot of people are listening to albums and saying it's hot, and then they don't even listen to that shit next week. Yo, it's a classic. Well, classic is a song that lasts forever. You listen to a classic all day for the rest of your life. A hot record don't mean that it's a classic. A hot record is not a classic. A classic is forever. So like I said, Marley Belly Shakur is in the chat room right now. I'm gonna put the link to his mixtape in this video right here, and I want y'all to listen to it. So when I go and I do my my assessment of that project, I want to see if y'all agree with me or if I'm tripping, or I want to see what y'all think. So I'm gonna put the link to his mixtape in this description box after this video is over, so y'all can listen to it for yourself. Artists out of Louisiana, and I just missed the 5 mic system. I missed the system of music being rated and music being, you know, overrated now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of music is overrated, and it's an oversaturation of music, and I don't think a lot of music is really being I don't think a lot of music is being thought out. I think a lot of music is being rushed and put out, you know. And when y'all see me do these music reviews, blame the Game in Effect, blame Sarah Connor, blame a lot of people because they was like, do it, do it, do it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to bring some type of integrity back to the system of music. And I'm never going to do it from a dick rider point of view, a political point of view. Is if your shit is not good, I'm just going to have to say that shit publicly. And I'm going to take a few days. I'm going to listen to it. See, because when a lot of music come out, right, a lot of y'all be digesting it. I be like, yo, the shit just dropped and you saying it's a classic. Yo, you really got to ingest music a certain way in order to assess it. You can't just listen to the shit and then be like, oh, it's a classic, I love it. Because I bet you none of y'all listening to that Kanye album right now. I bet you none of y'all listening to that Nas album right now. That little 7-song album that Nas put out, I bet you y'all don't listen to none of that shit right now. But everybody was saying I'm crazy. I bet you nobody listened to Daytona right now. Everybody said Daytona was a classic. I bet you nobody listened to Daytona. That's what I'm saying. You have to digest music different. You have to listen to music in different forums, different places, different areas in order for you to really assess it. And like Jewel said, it's too much music coming out for you to really, really sit back. Because see, I'll go back and listen to 38 Special, the Son of G Rap album. I will go back and listen to Benny the Butcher, Friend of Ours, and I'll put that on and be like, yo, this shit crazy. It's been 3 months. I'm still listening to this. You know what I'm saying? I'm still listening to Nipsey Hussle Victory Lap. So, that's how it can't be a thing of, oh, yo, this shit just came out. Everybody listening to it, Stabbed and Shot. Fire. First of all, shout out to the whole Griselda. Everybody that's coming out of that camp is making the music I want to hear. I'll just say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to everybody or out of that camp, Griselda. Anybody affiliated with. And believe it or not, Supreme Blind Tell wasn't even the best album out of the camp. But that's what it is. I'm Doggie Dimes. I ain't gonna keep y'all all night. I got shit to do. I just got tired of hearing this rich shit that people be talking about. It's starting to bother me a little bit. You know, us as a people just talking this rich shit, but we ain't helping nobody. We ain't doing nothing in the community with all this money that we took from the community. Shit is corny. So that's really what it is. Peace to everybody. Y'all enjoy y'all night. I got moves to make, shit to do, and I'll be back. So I'll holler at y'all later on. You talking about leaving 9:20? It is 12 a.m. in New York City. I am gone. You know what I'm saying? I am gone. I'm out of here. So, again, shop.doggydiamonds.tv. Make sure you click the bell next to the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. This right here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you hit that bell next to that subscribe button. You got a couple extra dollars you want to send me? Look, listen, at least I showed y'all what I bought with the money y'all gave me too. I actually bought shit to help this stream get better. I ain't gonna buy 60 pairs of sneakers and shit. Or fucking, front on motherfuckers or start stunting. I ain't do shit like that. So, and I don't even I be seeing people getting bank. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing people get some big bread. I'm like, damn, they don't be doing nothing. But it is what it is, yo. I'm out of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Peace.